Midnight rain hammered the pavement outside the upscale bar, each drop slapping the concrete like an accusing finger. Ryan Cole, 34, exhausted, single dad, security guard with a jacket that had seen better years, rolled his beat-up bike toward the streetlight. Shift over, feet aching, mind on bills and Emma's breakfast tomorrow. He was halfway off the sidewalk when he heard shouting. Then he saw her, Clara Voss, 28, billionaire CEO, tech industry ice queen, stumbled out of the bar in a wrinkled evening gown that probably cost more than his monthly rent. Paparazzi swarmed her like starving vultures, flashes exploding in the rain. Two men who definitely weren't press drifted closer, hungry eyes tracking her like prey. Clara's heel slipped on the wet concrete. She pitched forward. Ryan didn't think. He dropped his bike and lunged. Back off, he barked, planting himself between her and the circling men. Clara blinked up at him through alcohol-blurred eyes. Her mascara streaked down her cheeks like cracked armor. Her lips trembled. "Why, you," she whispered. Her red silk scarf slipped off her shoulders, falling into the puddles like spilled blood. Ryan snatched it up and wrapped it around her gently. His expression hardened as he shielded her from the chaos. Everyone saw a CEO falling apart. He saw a scared woman trying not to collapse. Ryan Cole, 3 jobs, 3 years widowed, father of a 7-year-old girl, guided Clara through the storm toward his battered Honda Civic. Paparazzi pushed closer. "Is this your new bodyguard, Miss Voss? Why's the CEO slumming tonight? How much are you paying him?" Ryan clenched his jaw but kept moving. Clara sagged into the passenger seat, gripping his wrist suddenly, her fingers brushing the cracked watch face he wore every day. Her voice dropped to a whisper he almost didn't hear through the rain. "She gave you this, didn't she?" Ryan froze. Everything inside him went still. How could Clara Voss, someone he'd never met, know his wife Sarah's watch? The one she gave him on their wedding day. The one he'd sworn never to replace. But Clara's eyes fluttered closed, the alcohol dragging her under before he could ask anything. He drove her home, each red light feeling like a question mark burning into his chest. At her penthouse, he made sure she was safe. Water on her nightstand, aspirin nearby, no judgment, no questions. On the way out, he realized the red silk scarf was still in his pocket. Hours later, after Emma was asleep, Ryan sat at his bedside lamp, staring at the scarf. In daylight, the embroidery looked like initials. Or a signature. Something about it made his stomach twist. The next morning the world exploded. His picture was everywhere. Security footage, paparazzi clips, shaky phone videos. "Daddy, why are you on TV?" Emma asked, eyes wide. He had no answer. At Pinnacle Tech Tower, where he worked electrical repairs, the entire lobby buzzed with laughter and gossip. Phones were pointed at him. His humiliation projected on a giant screen. Then Clara stepped out of the elevator. Perfect again. Cold. Controlled. Marcus Webb mocked him until the whole lobby was laughing. Clara shut them all down with one sentence. "He saved me, and none of you did." Silence. Then she turned to Ryan. "You're dismissed." It shattered him. Outside, Ryan sat shaking, scarf in hand. The embroidered symbol, now clear in the daylight, made his blood run cold. S.C. Sarah Cole, his late wife's initials. Nothing about this made sense. That night, Ryan found an old folder of Sarah's foundation documents, photos, records. In one picture, Sarah stood beside a teenage girl with hollow eyes and a bright future hidden behind trauma. Clara Voss. Sarah had known her, helped her, protected her. 12 years ago, there was a note on the back in Sarah's handwriting. Clara Voss, scholarship recipient, survivor, brilliant, guard her future. Midnight knocked on Ryan's door again. He looked through the peephole. Clara Voss stood alone on his porch. No makeup, no armor, no ice. "We need to talk," she whispered. Inside, she held the red scarf like a lifeline. "Your wife saved my life," Clara said quietly. "And now, I think her past is about to destroy both of us." She explained everything. Her mother's death, the house fire, Sarah's protection, the scarf. Then the plot against her. Her uncle, the forged power of attorney. The viral scandal he orchestrated. The takeover he was moments from completing. "Ryan," she whispered, voice trembling, I can't win this alone. Then she placed a contract on the table. Sarah's signature beside teenage Clarice. Legal guardian, advocate, protector. And by law, that responsibility now fell to him. Ryan stared at the document, feeling his entire life tilt. Everything was leading to one impossible moment. He was the only person who could save Clara Voss. And Sarah had made sure of it.